Lebone here. How are you all doing today? Right, today's little lesson on the old string cigar box guitar is a thing that was done by Steele's Will, and this is called Stuck in the Middle with You. It's quite a nice easy one. It's D chord, a G chord, an A chord and a C chord, so a 4-chorder. So it's quite nice. I actually play it with a little bit of slide. Mainly go around the chords, but I do a little slide riff in it because they do use slide in it when they're playing it on the guitar. But guys, don't forget, please subscribe, press the link down below. Loads more stuff coming up, lots of requests. This is a request from a guy who actually asked me to do this ages ago and I forgot all about it, so I thought I'd better get this one out and done. As I say, I'm using a slide for part of it. Actually, this is a ceramic slide, but you could also use a metal slide if you want. Depends on your particular taste. I actually like the ceramic slides. They're lovely, they're lovely. I'll give you a link down below where I get them from. They're great, made out in Germany, brilliant. Yeah, so it starts in the D. So the chords you need, I'll say, are D, which is a nice simple one, which is top string, 2nd fret, bottom string, 2nd fret, middle string open. The G, of course, which you can play open, which is nice. They actually play a G7, but because we're on a 3-string, don't worry about the 7, makes life easier, so 7. The A, of course, is all strings, 2nd fret. And the C, again, simple again, is all strings on the 5th fret. Now if you wanted to play and you can only play one finger, the only other thing you can do is play with the D on the 7th fret, as opposed to playing the up here, because the rest of it's all open. It's open strings and all basically all one finger stuff, so you can do it both styles. So I'll run through, in fact it's this one, what it has is like a verse, then a verse, then a chorus. Well, it's like a chorus mid-late, bridge. It's a bridge, I think they call it. But yeah, I'll run through it, a verse and two verses and to the mid-late, and then we'll start breaking it down to see how you go. Don't forget, please, the strings on this is open G. So this is G, D, G. G, D, G. I forgot to say that. We're in open G. Okay, and it starts like this. So I start with a little bit of slide. And what I do is I sort of slide down from the 5th to the 7th, which obviously is to the D. Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got the feeling it's all feeling right. I'm so scared just to fall off my chair. I don't want it how I get down the stairs. Clowns to the left, jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you. I don't want it what I should do. It's so hard to keep the smile off my face. I'm losing control of the place. Clowns to the left, jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. Then a bridge. Well, I started out with nothing. Then I brought up being so baby. When they come around calling, slap you on the back and say, please, yeah, please, and a slide. What do you want me to say? When I try to make the sense of it all, I like down, but I said at all. I'm so cold to be asleep on the floor. I don't go to bed anymore. Clowns to the left, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yeah, I'm stuck in the middle with you. Simple, very simple, very simple. As you see there, I did a verse, obviously, with it down on the 7th fret. But it's nice if you can just bring, of course, if you can only play with one finger and you've got the slide, it's just nice to do a little bit, yeah. after the bridge. That's all I do. So it's quite simple, isn't it? So what we do is we'll run through it. I'll run through it with you, so I'll give you an idea. As I say, I start with the old slide from the 5th to the 7th. I do that about 3 or 4 times. Now what I'm doing here, I'm strumming. So I'm going sort of down, up. So you see what I'm doing now, I'm sort of strumming down and then sort of doing 2 ups, but a sort of bit of palm muting. And also, when you're doing slide, I'm not very good because I normally play sort of lap still, so it's a bit awkward for me. When you're playing the slide, obviously you have to be, the slide has to be over the top of the fret, not in the front of the fret like you're playing a chord. But also, it's nice if you can keep a finger on this end, so you're not getting any rattle. See, when I do it, it gets a little bit of rattle. So what I'm doing is slightly muting it here. I'm not very good at it, but I mean practice. That's the best thing. But of course I play a lot of slides, so of course I can, when I'm doing it with a slide, if it's laying down, of course I've got my hand naturally there. So I've got my hand naturally there. Okay, so there we go. So we'll start with it. So from the 5th to the 7th. D. So it's quite simple, isn't it? I say you can do it all with one finger, or you can do it with the D. I do it with the D up here, but if you're going to do it with one finger, it sounds just as good down here. It's a great little song. I say I do lots of sort of palm muting and upstrokes and downstrokes. Again, it's one of those songs. Feel the song is the best way to do it. You know, once you get used to playing it, and then you can start bringing this hand in how you want to get the song to feel. So I'm sort of slapping the strings there. So again, it's get the feel of the song. What I'll do is I'll come to a close-up to show you the chords. So here we are at a close-up. As I say, when you're, you know, when I'm doing the slide bit, I'm going from, see my markers are on the top here, I'm going from the 5th to the 7th, which is basically to the D. So I'm just literally sliding down. Just sliding down. And then when I come into the verse, as I say, if you're going to play the D down here, your 2nd fret top, 2nd bottom, middle open, or if you're going to play the D down here on the 7th. just one finger. And then the G, of course, is open. And then the A, of course, is all strings 2nd fret. To the C, which is 5th fret, all strings. To the G. To the D. So, we'll run through it. Here we go. So, start with the slide. To the D. D. To the G. Goes from the A to the C, C to the G to the D. And like what I do now is I go from with it on the step. Then the bridge is G. We're loving to the D. From the G to the D. To the A. Then the slide. It's quite simple, isn't it? It's a cracking song. If you haven't got a slide, you don't have to play the slide bit. Obviously, you can just go straight into it. I say this hand here, I'm sort of doing a downstroke and sort of slapping it, so it's and bringing 2 upstrokes. So I'm bringing 2 upstrokes. Yeah, again, it's once you get this bit all sorted out, you know, then you can concentrate on this, you know, just sort of work the song first, even if you're just strumming it. Well, I don't know what I gave it tonight. I got the feeling something ain't right. I'm so scared to fall off my chair. So, I mean, you know, if you just want to get so used to doing the chords, just strum it straight first. And then once you've got, you know how the chord structure goes, then you can start playing around with it. Okay, I'm going to sit back down. So there you go. Stuck in the middle with you, Steelers Will. Cracking song. You know, simple one. It's a 4-chorder, the old D, G, A and C. Can't go wrong with those chords. And they're simple to play on the old 3-string. So don't forget, guys, please subscribe. Loads more stuff coming up, and if you've got any requests, obviously request away. If you want to know anything about my guitars that I build, then obviously please send me an email to the link below, and I will. I've got a few in stock at the moment, so if there's anything you're interested in buying, they all start from about £150 up. Depends on what style you have. Obviously I was going through my trusty Vox Mini 5 there, and I was on the acoustic setting, a little bit of reverb. You can hear the reverb. Okay, that's it for me today. See you again soon. Marc Lebone. Ciao.